Metanoia.
I changed how I see it, same streets, new hard, I don't move how I did. Metanoia. Had to die to my pride. If the mind don't shift, you just living a lie. Metanoia.
I changed how I see it, same streets, new hard, I don't move how I did. Metanoia. Had to die to my pride. If the mind don't shift, you just living a lie. Change the mind. Change the life.
Thank you for joining us in this episode of Metanoia. Metanoia is the renewing of the mind as we're instructed to do according to God's word. Right now, my name is Jesse. This is Omega, and we have Mark. We're all brothers in Christ who attend the same local church, and we just come forth to bring people's stories, their testimonies together, so that we can understand what has brought them to Christ and what has brought us all to his feet as well. So today we are speaking to Omega for him to discuss his testimony. And we're hoping that we just broaden the horizon where all of us who have had our own personal struggles, our own dilemmas, have come to that moment of sobering where we all realize that Christ is what we need in our life. So we thank you, Omega, for joining us today, brother. We're so happy to be in your presence, Father Fam. And we just thank you again for opening up your home to us, first and foremost.
That's right.
So without further ado, we just want to get started and just ask you about yourself. So as we have been having different conversations with one another, we might know certain things, but we want to give you the platform to get your story out there. So first and foremost, introduce yourself and please tell all of us what has brought you to Christ.
All right, so first and foremost, I'm Omega. What's happening?
Right.
So a breakdown is, all right, so I grew up in the church.
Okay.
But when you're young, you grow up in the church, you tend to sometimes want to go in and do your own thing.
Oh, absolutely.
The structure of certain things within it, kind of, I wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I did my own thing. And
when you say you weren't feeling, what were you feeling? Was it like the rules, the traditions, everything that was going on?
I grew up in a Baptist church.
Okay.
Too strict?
Yeah, 100% too strict. My grandpop, he died a while ago, but he was a deacon, and my grandma was a deaconess. You know what I'm saying? So, we used to go to church with them, and man, suit and tie, you gotta have his suit on and all the way up and being uncomfortable.
Right.
Don't say nothing in church. You keep your mouth quiet and all that strict rule stuff.
Chewing gum,
all
that.
I couldn't rock with it, man.
Right.
But yeah, so as I got older, I was still seeking God, but I was seeking Him in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. What does that look like?
I wasn't 100%.
Okay.
I was seeking God, but I was seeking, I was in these streets, man.
Mm-hmm.
Basically living two different lives, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I did it too.
Yeah, 100%. Females, oh, you go to church? Oh, all right, I go to church too.
Yeah.
That type of time.
Kind of use it as a gateway to get what you want out the deal, pretty much.
I sang in a choir, but I was really chasing though.
Okay.
Not chasing, but
I got you.
I was young, you know what I mean? But yeah. But as I got older, I was feeling a deeper connection, feeling pulls, but I'm like, oh no, that's just nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when the big thing happened, it was like, all right, you ain't got no choice. Which way you want to go now? It was really like, which one? The Matrix. You know what I'm saying?
But when
blue or the red pill.
But when did that transpire? Was that like later on in your life, or was that in the early beginning stages of just the rebelling part?
No, that was in my 20s.
In your 20s, okay.
In my 20s, yeah. That's when I went to jail.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? No cap. 6.5 years, and yeah, in that moment, it broke me down because what other options I got? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that was, even though I knew God, I knew of God, I served, I sang in the choir, I did all of this stuff, but I was still out here acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a good moment when I stopped going to church.
Right.
And I just got super dark. You know what I mean? Like I was in I was in a bike club, you know, carrying guns.
Yep.
You know, I ain't never sold drugs, but I'm the muscle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I was acting a certain way and I shouldn't have been acting, and I knew it was wrong, but I ain't care.
Right.
Right, because you said that it was dark. Even when in those dark times, could you see any form of light?
100%.
You could still see light.
100 billion%. I knew because I knew what God was pulling me because I could feel it, but I was running from that feeling. I was running from that pull. I was
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right, so at Victory, I got something at Victory that I was looking for outside. So what pulled me into Victory was the brotherhood. I was
The
looking
movement of men in the church.
100%.
Yes, I seen that. Yeah.
And mind you, Victory is a place we go and we serve. And
Yeah,
that's where
that's
we
our church.
attend our church. Go ahead.
So outside of that, before that, I was in a bike club. I was technically in a gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so with that brotherhood, with the church brotherhood, I was looking for brotherhood.
Right.
So I'm the oldest. So I don't got no big brothers.
Right.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I was always looking for somebody to look up to, or looking for somebody to say, "Hey, you know, this is the better path to take. Do it this way, not this way." Like I was leading on my own understandings, and people that was around me, not the positive way.
Right.
So after I got out and I found Victory, I gravitated towards that. Like that pulled me in, and that was the first thing that I seen when I walked through the doors. I'm like, this is what I've been searching for, and God led me to this, and I needed it, especially at the time of coming out. He said, "Okay, son, you know, I brought you through the storm and placed you in loving arms. You know what I'm saying? Place you in a better brotherhood. This is what you need." And he sat me there, and that's why I feel like Victory is my set place.
And Victory is dope.
Yeah.
I grew up in a Baptist church, just
Yeah.
to give you some groundwork about me. And the thing about Baptist church, yeah, they had their own little set of rules, the way they do things, but the one thing that I noticed, there's a lot of women in church.
Yeah.
So when like you said, like when I came to Victory, I was like, oh shoot, like, there's a lot of men doing a lot of things around here, like,
right.
and it's like, and then I just learned how to move watching them, literally. And you know, Elder Marcus or Pastor Marcus, whatever you want to call him, but he gravitated towards me, and man, they never let me go since. So, but he showed me a couple of things too.
You know, it's crazy when you go to a church and you got men that's ushers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You got men that's
Well, at
ushers.
the
Right.
magnitude that we have them, because I've
Right.
seen it before.
I ain't never seen it before.
But not on the level that we have it.
Yeah, I've never seen it before.
Right.
And then when you walk through the doors, you know, the smiles and stuff that be on people's faces is
Yep.
crazy.
Now, I just want to get back to your point about community, because it seems like different places, different phases in your life, you were surrounded by community, whether it was Baptist church,
Yeah.
the biking club gang, whatever. When you went through your time, the dark times, and even when you said you was in prison, where was your community at that time? Like, who was there to help support you?
That's a good question. God. So, who else was there for me to lean on? You know what I'm saying? I was cool with a couple people. I ain't gonna lie, I was cool with a lot of the wrong type of people too.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They seen me too. They seen the light within me too.
Okay.
Like, and I say, I got a lot of love, like a lot of respect. I got a lot of respect. I ain't had no problems, no issues, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I move how I move, but I ain't been in no fights, like shanking anybody, like none of that. I ain't
Right.
never got robbed. Nobody ever put their hands on me in any type
So
of
nobody
way.
ever tried you?
Nobody ever tried me. No
Yeah,
other
I
way.
wonder
You know
why.
what I'm talking about? But so I was really well respected, and coming from my background being, with the bike club and all that.
Yeah.
In prison, when they say, if you all ever watch some movies and shows, and they say like checking paperwork, that really go down. Like they check your paperwork.
They'll call home.
They'll call and they verify who you are, and they verified who I was, and yeah.
Okay. We're not gluten this,
Yeah,
but
we're not glorifying it, but they call
this is a
home and
fact.
they're like, oh yeah, we don't want to mess with him.
Yeah,
Leave him alone.
Yeah, and they like, because a lot of people were in there for stuff that they might lie about.
Right.
So nothing about me was fraudulent. Mm-hmm. So what I said I was in there for, it lined up, and I was cool the whole time.
Do you mind, or if it's too much, we can move forward, discussing why you went to prison in the first place? It's cool. I mean, we can move forward.
So that might be a little bit touchy.
Okay.
But
Man, give it to him, man.
I
Give it to him.
I'm gonna let y'all decide. So I didn't. You know what? Forget it. Yeah, ain't nothing to even be happy about.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. It kind of still ain't no kind of. It messes with me all the time. That I even did this, but I took somebody's life. So I had to say it like that, because if not, then it'll mess me up even more.
Understand.
But it's something that will never leave my mental. Like, it would never leave me. So that's something that just sticks with you forever. And it's crazy to say how God moves and how God works. He'll get your attention. And he 100% got my attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you, yeah.
He 100% got my attention. And, what I was in there for, I could still be in there. Mm-hmm. But he didn't see that fit for my life. And he actually, when I say breaking down barriers, breaking down walls, opening prison doors, I lie to you not. That's exactly what he did. So I had to get majority's vote to get out.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
For parole.
Parole. Okay.
So there was nine people on the voting board, on the parole board, and you need majority. Majority out of 9. I got all 9.
Wow. First time?
First time.
That's good.
That's good.
And that's unheard of, especially for a violent crime. So
That's grace.
that was all God. That was 100% all God. And even while I was in there, I leaned on him 100%. So of course there was a lot of negativity going on. People trying to speak, negatively on my situation. Oh, you're a violent offense. You
Really should be locked up still.
Yeah. They not letting you go on parole your first time. You getting a hit, this and the third. But God said, no, don't put your trust in princes. Put your trust in me.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. I leaned on his will.
Right.
Not man's will, his will. And his will opened them doors for me. Mm-hmm. And when I did, they mouths, they jaws hit the floor. Like, yo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
since I've been home, I hit the pavement running.
Right.
I ain't stopped moving, and I don't plan on stop moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I continue to live my life for God, man, and glorify his name, because without him, I honestly wouldn't be here.
I hear you. That makes sense to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really wouldn't be here. I ain't gonna go into full detail about the situation.
Mm-hmm. Right. No.
Because that opens up, deeper.
But just not to open that up, but I just want to ask you this question. So we all know we serve a loving God who forgives us, right?
Yeah.
Have you forgiven yourself?
Slightly.
Slightly.
gonna lie.
Okay.
What's the issue why you haven't done it completely?
Okay, so when it happened, I felt like God would never love me.
Been there.
You know what I'm saying? I felt
So
like,
have
I felt like I'm going straight to hell.
Like nothing you could ever do will get you back in God's good grace, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I deal with that sometimes. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
this is the worst sin in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And remember I said I grew up in the church.
Yeah.
Right.
So when this happened, it's like all of that, it was all that weight was there. And I'm like, no. I want to say something too, right? I'm going to tell you something real rap. So 2 stories, 2 prison stories, about 2 other people. One, they were both younger than me. Being transported, there was a young man on a transport bus, and he was telling us his story. And he also had took somebody out. They gave this young man life.
Wow. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Real rap. So he's in the middle of him telling his story and, you know, what they gave him with. In the beginning of it, he was upbeat. He was, you know, yeah, this and the third. They gave me life. But then as he's saying, but I could put in for an appeal in 20 years. That sank in.
That 20.
That's still 20 years.
That's still 20 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And that ain't guaranteed. And he knew that. And after he said that, he was quiet for the rest of the ride. Another man, when I was away, we both had the same similar charges. But he got 15 to 30.
And how long was he in there for? Like how long?
He had
did
just gotten there just like me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He had 15 to 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he would have just got out a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Honestly.
That's crazy.
And that's if he didn't get into trouble when he was away, while he still was in, you know what I mean?
So it's longer.
Yeah, if you get into trouble, you can do that whole max, that whole 30.
Yeah.
So when you say you see God had his hand on your life, you see it just from looking at those situations.
6.5.
Right.
6.5. 6.5 to 13. 6.5.
Right.
That speaks volumes within itself. The favor, no justification. I can't
Yeah,
say
nah,
something.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no.
know
I'm not
that.
saying that.
Yeah.
The favor was crazy even in the courtroom. I was speechless. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Super speechless. And every moment, you know, I went back and I just gave God glory. Every time I knew I had a court date, my prayer just got stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he showed up every single time. Every single time.
Yep.
It was letters that was being sent in for people I didn't even know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? On my behalf. I
To
didn't
speak on your character.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
do
know
that.
them.
They do that. I had that happen to me too. They were
Yeah,
telling me
character
coming
witnesses.
from- Yeah,
Yeah.
they do that.
So, you know, I'm 100% humble and I'm 100% thankful for where he has brought me to
Right.
and brought me through.
Right.
So yeah, that's where I'm at, man. And you know, I say often, you know, I am not the architecture of my life. You know what I'm saying? He is. So however he wants me to move and what manner he wants me to move, then so be it.
Right.
So I got a question for you.
What's up?
Because I grew up in the church as well, and I rebelled, and a little bit about my story, I did some time too. But when I was there, I rededicated my life inside of prison.
Right.
I'm wondering if you did the same thing.
Not in the manner that you might think.
Okay.
I didn't go to like the church there and rededicate my life. I just went straight to him and rededicated my
Yeah,
life.
it's the same way I did it. I
yeah.
set aside a little place and I got with it.
Yeah, I was like doing little Bible studies in the county.
Okay.
I mean, for my,
Yeah.
with people on the block.
Right.
But yeah, I tapped back into what I was taught, but I went deeper than what I was taught.
Right, right.
And I got more of an understanding of His Word, and even the loving part. So, like, remember I said I felt like God would never love me or accept me, or I'll never go to heaven based off of what I did.
God sat you
Right.
down, bro.
Yeah, He sat me down and then sat me down.
God with you.
He got with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm gonna strip away everything
Yep.
that
So your
you
focus,
thought you knew.
Yeah, your focus could be right here.
Everything that
Yeah.
you thought you knew, I'm taking it off of you. I'm throwing it in the trash because it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And my discernment got
That's good, man.
up there. So you can't come to me trying to preach to me any old thing and expect me to fall in line to it, because if it don't align with His Word,
Right.
I'm not falling in line with it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's so funny that you said that, because when I came home, I entered a church, and the pastor later on told me, he was like, "Yo, I would see you, and I would wonder like, is he like feeling it, like what? Because he was like, you would stare right at me." I said, I've been away so long, all I had was the Word, and it was just me and the Word. Nobody had to tell me anything. I was learning from the Word.
Yeah.
And then, eventually I would go out to religious services, but I spent a lot of time reading my Word myself, so nobody could lie to me.
Right.
And that's what he was like, "Man, I used to look at you every Sunday you come in, and you would have this stare." Like, I'm like, "Yeah," because I wanted to see if you was right.
Yeah.
And that was just it. So
100%.
I get that. Yeah. That's
Yo,
dope.
I did. I don't want this whole thing to be like about
No.
No. We're gonna move for that eventually.
But I will say, I had stopped going to church when I was locked up, because there was the reverend there. He was talking real reckless, and he kind of wanted to keep everybody in jail. And this is when the whole what was it, 2012 thing was happening.
Okay, yeah.
And he was big on that. And I'm sitting here listening to this dude. It was my last time there. I said, now, a lot of stuff you say is suspect. It's not, it don't line up to His Word. But what you saying now is like blasphemy. And for you to say that you're a man of God and you're preaching the Word and you're trying to help those who are in bondage,
Right.
you're speaking nonsense. What word are you listening? Do you study?
Right.
Because the word that I read say that no man knows the time of day when the
Right.
man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he come back.
Right.
Don't
right.
no man. How are you going to sit here and tell us, preach to us, what's about to happen?
But Jesus didn't even.
And Jesus didn't
know the
answer.
exact
That's one
day.
of the known
He didn't even know.
scriptures, though. Like, that's one of the known scriptures that everybody know. Like,
Right.
and you still gonna put that out there.
Still put it out there.
Wow.
I think it
out
all
there.
comes to the thing about is having the relationship with God and knowing His voice first
Yeah.
and foremost. But you have to spend time with Him to know His voice and understand what He sounds like compared to others.
Yeah, man.
So I think the experiences that we have when we see Him show up, that just strengthens the connection that we have with Him, and that nobody could take away from you. So if anybody say, this Bible ain't real, well, it might not be real for you because I don't know your experience, but my experiences has me closer to Him than anything else,
Right.
and they can't take that away from you. And it sounds like that's where you were at pretty much with your experiences. That now when you start filtering your experiences and the word from what someone else is telling you, if it doesn't line up, then it's like it's a red flag here. That's when discernment start kicking in and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I want to just ask you. So we discussed this, your past, but now as you transition, you got acclimated now with church, and you serve to a high degree, whatever. Where are you at now? Where's your mindset at now? Since we're talking about Metanoia.
I'm a student.
Okay.
I'm a student, so I'm constantly learning every day is a change. Every day I work to be a better son to my father.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know I sin. I know I am not perfect.
Right.
So I try to be a better person today than I was yesterday.
Right.
Right.
And not looking at people the same as I used to.
You give a lot of grace.
I give a lot of grace. Yo, only be hanging, bro. A lot
Yeah, you give a lot of grace, man.
A lot of grace, and
You gotta look. You gotta look by the way. You know,
Yeah,
and you
I
don't
did.
have to say much. You
Yeah.
having this
Yeah.
look, it's like, all right.
a lot of grace, man.
A lot of grace.
Because so people are people.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, I can't judge somebody for being people.
Because they don't know.
And if they do, they might have a moment.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Like
don't
we
know
all
their-
do.
We all do. I don't
Yeah.
know their background like
Right.
that. I don't know what happened that led up to this.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Right.
If you going through it, I don't know. You
Right.
could have just lost your job. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Before you throw them on the roof.
Yeah, before something crazy happened.
Right.
Before you throw them on the roof, you sit back, right?
I have a thing with trusting people because I trust God first. So if it don't line up, then I don't rock with it.
Right.
But yeah, I follow him, man, and if it ain't right, it ain't right.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely give a lot of grace. To answer your question though, as far as forgiving myself, I'll forgive you before I forgive me.
Wow.
Wow.
Honestly, I will forgive you before I forgive myself.
And that's cool because God wants you to forgive anyway. He wants you to forgive your fellow man or whatever anyway first before he could even work on you.
Correct.
So that's good in itself because, to me, like sometimes I have a hard time in that too, especially with things with in my family that I've gone through. He don't even hear you unless you forgive first.
Mark 11:22-25 is my favorite scriptures.
Okay.
Right.
In that, it talks about having faith, but it also talks about forgiving those who have sinned against you.
Right.
Okay.
You got to forgive those who sin against you. So God can bless you.
Right.
Right? You can't hold on to that. That's not good. He forgave us, so why can't we forgive others?
Right.
But there's a twist to that. It ain't just the others that we got to forgive. We got to forgive ourselves because we sinned against ourselves too.
Right. That's true. Yes. I was
You know
going
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
that.
So, forgiveness is forgiveness. I can forgive you, and I got to forgive myself too. So I'm working on that part of it. I've gotten way better than what I used to be.
Okay.
And forgiving myself. There's moments where I'm stuck. I'm like, dang, man, I can't believe. And I sit there in my moment. I'm like, but I snap out and say, but God had plans. He ain't done with me yet.
And that's why you should forgive yourself.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
And because he forgave me, he
Yeah.
already forgave me.
Right.
Yeah.
He already forgave me.
People don't realize, like, once I learned, when Bishop used to say something like, a lot of us don't pray in victory.
Yeah.
You got to think in victory, too. You got to walk in victory. Like, of course, he's already forgiven you.
Yeah.
The type of Father we serve is a loving God. And your worst thing, he like,
Yeah.
as long as your heart is in the right place and you're forgiving,
Yeah.
you straight.
And that's just it.
Yeah.
Why am I continuing to condemn myself for something that he already forgave me?
Right. That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He already
Because the enemy has a job to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but
But even you said sometimes you sit there stuck. We talked about community about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Do you reach out to the community to help you
I
get
do.
unstuck? Okay.
I got listen,
You reach out to the community when you're cooking?
No, that's different. I don't cook. I order out.
Yo, bug it.
He just has some food that look really good. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm off, but I'm just saying.
I got an air fryer, bro. I don't cook. I
Food
order
look
out.
good, y'all.
Listen,
I'm trying to tell you.
I got a phone and I yeah, that's me cooking.
Food look good,
Yeah,
man.
that's an air fryer. I ain't did nothing.
Yeah, community, man. It's big.
It is, and I realized in my current journey how much of a community I have, how big that community is.
Yeah.
Like you don't know. Sometimes you really just don't know, like how big your area is,
Right.
until when things start to happen in your life, and out of nowhere, they just
People start showing up.
showing
They
up.
just show up,
They
yeah.
just start showing up, man.
Crazy.
And it's like, oh wow, I wasn't looking for that. So I'm gonna tell you something, right? Real rap. I ain't gonna tell you how much, but I will put some of it out there. So God blessed me with a check. Started this year. I wasn't expecting. My sister had it,
Oh, okay.
but it was written out to me. This check was dated for like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Wow.
No lie.
Was she just misplaced or she just
No,
didn't
she was cleaning up her crib,
Oh, wow.
and she found this check in an envelope, and she said, "Yo, bro, you got some stuff here, and I think this is a check, cause you know how sometimes in an envelope you can see,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
For 2 years?
2 years, bro, 2 years ago.
Wow.
So I called the company. Yeah, we want to just
I need a fresh one.
yeah."
Right.
It was like, I said, can y'all just put this in my account? They said, yes, sir. We'll just deposit it straight to your account.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Wow.
Real rap. So, when God's hands
That's
has
dope.
truly been on me, man.
That's dope.
In situations, and I wasn't expecting. It's like, it literally just here.
Because of the things that you're doing. You know that?
And it's been like that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's literally been like that. It's been literally stuff like that.
So it seems like, to some degree, obedience opens doors.
Yeah.
And once you make your mind up that you're going to be obedient to whatever he has you doing,
Right.
you starting to now see the fruits of those things coming to pass.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But so I noticed things before, you know what I'm saying, but it's different now. I can't explain it. It's just different. It's a different feeling. It's like a different level. It's like,
It comes with wisdom, man.
yeah.
It really does.
Yeah,
It comes with wisdom.
comes with wisdom and elevation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, you were here, but now I'm going to bring you here, my child.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to bring you here.
Because you're able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm a student.
Right.
So I'm
That's good.
Just continue to learn and try to understand to be better than I was yesterday, according to His word.
Thank you for joining us this episode. We're so blessed to be able to present some material to you guys. Join us for the next episode that we have, and we just want to say thank you again to Omega for sharing your testimony with us, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
And there's more to come, so keep on the lookout for Metanoia.